So good morning, all of you. We are meeting today on this auspicious festival occasion of Diwali and Sunday morning to know what is financial freedom first and how to get to that financial freedom. So yeah, our entire session will be for around 1 hour, and then we will have a 1 hour of question and answers. So I will be here to give you all the answers, whatever doubts you have about both the points, that is financial freedom as well as how it can be achieved through equity market or trading or an investment. So I'll be sharing the screen now. Okay, so hope you all can see my screen, right?
Yes.
Okay. So before we start, I just wanted to tell you one most important thing. That is, what is actually a financial freedom? What I mean, see, definition of financial freedom from everybody is different. Everyone has a different definition or a perception towards the financial freedom. किसी को लगता है कि having 5 crores kitty with me is a financial freedom. There was a survey done by a very big financial advisory company, and they found that the definition of financial freedom is different for everybody. Some people think that financial freedom for me, I will get up and I can board the flight to, say, Macau. I can go to Europe, come after 1 month, settle down. Then I go to somewhere else. That is my financial freedom. Somebody says owning a Audi is a financial freedom. So definitely there will be a lot of people who will be having a different definitions of financial freedom. Basically, financial freedom is not only connected with a huge wealth or huge richness. बहुत पैसा है तो हम financially free है. That is the biggest misconception about the financial freedom. So big car, luxurious bungalows, branded clothes, and expensive restaurants, these are not financial freedom. Financial freedom is basically a time freedom. Now, today being Sunday, okay, most of you have enough time to do anything. But when the Monday morning comes, how it starts, the day starts, you have to rush to your job, you have to rush to your businesses, you are thinking so many things, so many projects, so many things you have to do. There are timelines, there are targets, there are pressures. So even Sunday evening also you start thinking about tomorrow's, what I'm going to tell my boss. So time freedom means, yes, Monday morning also when I get up, okay, let's take a break for some time and then do something. That is financial freedom. Work freedom. You are in the work, such a work that a moment you think today I won't be able to do anything, I just take a rest, you can take a rest. Location freedom. Ability to work from anywhere. And financial freedom. No reporting. Most important thing is no reporting. You are reporting to yourself. And you are working. Again, there is a misconception about financial freedom. It means just sleeping, eating, enjoying. It's not a financial freedom. Financial freedom means you are working for such a cause which you love to do and you are not forced to do. So these are the definitions of financial freedom and truth about financial freedom. So what exactly happened with me? Around when 6 years back, I left a high-paid private banking job and tried to become a financially free because I could plan it properly. And second thing, I found my passion. Okay, and that is equity, share market trading. I learned it hard way. I took a lot of efforts. I have had a passion. I had a lot of mentors with me through whom I got a lot of ideas. Yes, being a senior banker, I always was in touch with the investments and trading. Okay, but it was very difficult when you plan for yourself. You can plan for your clients. But when it comes to yourself, there are a lot of emotions attached. And definitely I could manage it. I want to share with you, yes, investments, equity trading can liberate you. But there is always a but. But it needs a thorough knowledge, a good practice, and some efforts to gain those skills. Uske bina nahi hota. So this is not a cakewalk. This is not a some formula which I want to share with you that today from tomorrow morning, Monday morning, anyway, market will be open. Tuesday and Wednesday it will be closed. You will start doing magic. No. So let's see what exactly it means. So I'll be sharing you a screen. Okay. So today's session is a financial freedom through equity market and how it can be attained. Okay, to the equity market. So first and most important, let me introduce myself to you before we start. I'm Bhushan Rege, a founder of Polywealth Clinic, a firm which helps people to attain financial freedom through investments as well as to equity market. Basically, a financial postgraduate from Jamnalal Bajaj, chartered wealth manager from American Academy of Financial Management, and SEBI registered mutual fund PMS distributor and retirement advisor through PFRDA. I got more than 30 years of experience in banking, cooperative initially, and then a private bank. I was a trader and became a full-time trader around 6 years back. And presently, I am doing a retirement planning solution providing, as well as trainer in the share market, as well as I trained a lot of bank officials for financial products. So this is my background, totally independent trader for last 7 years. So let's start with this definition. Before we start, I just wanted to ask you, request you all of you, I think most of you have already joined. I will just like you to answer through some polls. Don't worry, I am not asking your telephone numbers, contact numbers, or details, but a simple poll. I need you people to answer few questions and answers. So it is, we can set up a tone to this entire session. So I will start the poll. Okay. I just want your honest and proper reply to those polls. So the first question is, do you invest in equity shares? That is the first question. Then second question is, what is your experience in the share market? The third question is, how you invest in the share market? Is it through getting recommendation from your friends or relatives, or Twitter account or WhatsApp channel, or you open the TV channels like Z News, CNBC and other, and whatever they tell you, you buy? Many of time your chartered accountant or income tax consultant tell you, or sometimes there are people who have own study and analysis. Next question is, why you want to learn share market, trading, investments? Do you want to become a millionaire immediately, overnight? Do you want to make it as a permanent profession or create a wealth for financial freedom, to have additional passive income? And what do you feel why people don't invest in share market? Because they think it is gambling. They think it is only for rich people. Because SEBI says more than 90% people lose money in share market. They don't have a time or a passion to learn. Or last, they are confused because see, lot of data is bombarded every day and night. You get so much information about share market. So what exactly is the reason people don't like to invest in share market? So I will request you all the participation, please make it interactive so that, your participation in the poll will help us to know the audience. In this entire session, I will be mixing some Hindi also. Hope everybody is fine with it. Thank you, Pratima. I will give you 2 more minutes, please, to participate. Around 15 people have already participated. I request everybody to do that. Thank you, Prathamesh. Okay, my request to everybody to participate, please.
Bhushan, where is this poll in chat?
Yeah, it is there on the screen itself. Everybody can see. 15 people have done it. You're not able to see?
No, actually.
I have launched it and it will be there. You are on mobile or a laptop?
Mobile.
Okay. But it is already launched. Just you will see there on the screen a button of poll in Zoom.
Mm-hmm. Maybe join on laptop.
Anyway, you can answer me also. It will be no problem, right? Hello?
Yeah, correct.
Yeah, it's fine because it's just an information which I will like to have from everybody over here. So, okay, so most of you are saying so if I can see, it's 50-50%. 50% people are investing in equity and 50% are not investing in equity shares. Okay. Then if I see the second poll, Okay, many of our beginners and moderators, there is only one with an advanced. Then third, investment in shares. Most of you, six of people, oh good, they are doing from their own study and analysis. But many are also doing it through getting recommendation from friends, TV news channels, Twitters. Okay, good. A lot of people are interested in learning to share market is to create a wealth for financial freedom. Fantastic. Somebody wants to make it a permanent profession. Good. To have an additional passive income. Like, right. And many things why people don't invest is because they are confused a lot. Yes, that is the biggest reason. They are confused because a lot of information is loaded. They don't have a time or a passion to learn. And more than 90% of people lose money in share market. Yes. So good. That is really good feedback from all of you. तो इससे पता चलता है कि this audience के बारे में. Thank you so much for participation in the poll. Okay, so results are there with you, all of you, to see. Good. So let's start again with our session. Okay. So basically, problem with share market, unfortunately, क्या ना बचपन से ही हमें सिखाया गया है कि शेयर मार्केट इज अ गैम्बलिंग. एंड हम लोग ने हिंदी मूवीज देखे हैं. देन वी हैव सीन अ पीपल going bankrupt because of share market and all. So there has been a negative impact on a lot of people. But for last few years, or even post-COVID, there is a huge participation by Indian people in the equity market. So as of now, as per the SEBI guidelines, 9.5% people, okay, they have started investment in share market. They have got a demat account, trading account. So out of 140, 145 crore, hardly 9.5% people are doing. See, urban areas, it is around 13, 14%, and in the rural, it is 5 to 6%. So on an average, 9.5% people of Indian population are in trading. But SEBI has further said, out of that, 65 to 70% of the people in cash trading, equity, just shares खरीदने वाले लोग, are losing money. And more than 90% in options trading. So what will be the reason for all these things? That what I want to explain you today, and how to overcome those issues. That is what we are going to learn to attaining financial freedom with a risk management. So, the first misunderstanding or a myth with share market, okay, is that market always goes up. Yes, in long run, market always goes up. But problem happens when there are corrections in the market. So we will see that in detail when we see the Nifty chart. Second is only rich can invest in stock market. No, please. I will tell you, many rich may not be investing in even share market. They invest in huge properties or huge businesses. But a middle class person or a normal person also can invest in share market. See, I am doing this share market training through Rise with Market program for last so many years. It's not only the rich people who are learning. I have seen people learning from all types of classes and stabilizing in this profession. Third is investing is gambling. Yes, it is gambling if you think so. If you come to share market trading to put some money now and become immediately 5 times, say 10 times tomorrow morning, and without any study or without any knowledge, if you want to dabble in share market, just because somebody on a Twitter account tells you to buy this, somebody, your friend tells you to buy this, you buy this, then what is difference between buying shares without having ABCD knowledge about those shares, okay, or else going into the lottery ticket and taking a lottery ticket? I just want to know what is the difference between these two aspects. Nothing. There is no difference. But if somebody tells you to buy certain company shares and you on your own don't have some study on that particular share और जाके सीधा खरीद लेते हैं बिकॉज किसी ने बता दिया, सुबह 8:30 बजे न्यूज चैनल खोल दिया, न्यूज चैनल पे 15-20 लोग आते हैं, अपने अपने कंपनियों के नाम दे देते हैं और हम सुबह 9:30 बजे मार्केट खुलते ही वो सब कंपनियों के शेयर खरीदना शुरू करते हैं। कल आके कोई आपको पूछता नहीं है कि कल जो खरीदे हुए उसमें कुछ प्रॉफिट हुआ, लॉस हुआ, क्या हुआ। अगले दिन और 15-20 कंपनियों के नाम आएंगे, उसके अगले दिन और 15-20 कंपनियों के नाम आएंगे एंड यू जस्ट स्टार्ट कंफ्यूज कि ये खरीदूं क्या खरीदूं। ओके, एक चलता है तो 10 नहीं चलते हैं। इफ दैट इज सो, यू आर इन सीरियस ट्रबल। सो प्लीज रिमेंबर ऑलवेज कि सुनना तो सबकी है लेकिन करना अपनी मन की है। And what your मन says, with your knowledge, with your skills, you first identify opportunity, मौका कहाँ मिल रहा है, and then go to that. So that is very important. So then it is not a gambling at all because you have studied it well and you have taken it. It's easy to beat the market, not at all. Okay, market is a god. You cannot beat the market. It's like बहुत बड़े समुंदर में, you try to force against the current if you don't have proper boat. It's problem. Who succeeds sailing? How they do? विंड का जैसे डायरेक्शन होता है उसके हिसाब से वो सेलिंग करके अपने मंजिल तक पहुंचते। They reach to the goal while just navigating through that motion. So market is like that. You have to align with the market, not fight with the market. We will learn all those things. Now you need to be genius to invest in the market. No. You need a financial degree. You should be a financial graduate. You should be MBA. You should have nothing like that. There are certain fixed rules. There are certain fixed conditions. If they are met, you can invest. There are certain exit rules. There are certain exit rules you need to exit. You have to stick to simple, straightforward rules. And you can, sustain in the market. That is most important thing. It requires 24/7 monitoring. Oh, I've seen people, see, this is another way. Some people invest in the market blindly and some people get obsessed with the share market. ये बहुत, अरे मेरे कुछ ग्रुप्स में मैं हूँ, व्हाट्सएप ग्रुप में, सुबह 5:30 से लेके रात को 12 बजे तक, मॉर्निंग 5:30 to night 12 o'clock. They are just discussing share market. They are obsessed. They are drowned in the market. That is the worst thing. It's not like you study well, invest, and cool. Just monitor it whenever you get a time in the evening or in a week. That is actually investment or a trading. Not सुबह screen खोल के बैठो, every 5 minutes मेरा share कहाँ गया, इधर गया, वहां गया. That is the worst thing to do and that is going to affect. Next is the stock which has gone down will go up eventually. Okay, so this is one of the funniest thing. I've seen people feeling love in the share, Acha, one more disclaimer to all of you. I may take the name of lot of companies also. Okay, so it is not a recommendation either to buy or a sell. It is just for a study purpose and example. So Vodafone, जब 6 रुपीज से 8 रुपया होता है, people start, अरे अभी ना वोडाफोन में रिवर्सल आने वाला है. And it goes to 12 rupees, people start buying, then again it comes to 6 to 12, 6 to 12. Yes, bank. Some shares are there. Definitely, they may go up. I don't know in future somewhere. But there are certain signals or signs we get when we think it will go up. So you need to know how much to hold that. I will just show you one very simple, if you feel this one is the one thing which I wanted to show you. Just a simple cartoon, okay, which is one bird is telling to another bird. I'm not sure how to tell you this, Glenda, but you have been sitting on a golf ball for last 3 months. So you can understand what I actually want to say about this. So a lot of people are sitting on the equity shares, kept with them for long time. They are not exiting also. They are just saying कि आज नहीं तो कल हो जाएगा, हम होंगे कामयाब एक दिन. So we have to know when to exit also, when to book losses, and whatever money has been left to utilize it for something better. Or you are losing a lot of opportunity. A good company has always a good stock. Sorry, I don't want to tell you, but it is one of the best company, one of the biggest company. Again, disclaimer over here, no recommendations or buying or selling, but HDFC Bank. If you see last 5-10 years, it has given 5.7% return. For last few years, you know what Infosys is giving returns. Are they bad companies? Not at all. For Reliance, for last few years, how it is growing. Yes, these are big elephants. They move very slowly now. But there are companies. So, see, normally I compare it with the Hindi movies heroes. एक जमाने में हीरोज थे, राजेश खन्ना वाज अ हीरो. एक जमाने में शम्मी कपूर था, उसके बाद फिर आए हीरोज. But today's heroes are different. You should know. It's good to have a nostalgic memories with those shares. But the heroes are changing now. Just few months back, heroes were all defense companies. For last 2 months, auto companies are heroes. एक जमाने में IT was heroes. You should know. So it's not only the good company has always good stock. ITC, it had a very big movement and it has gone again back to the still. So you know when to enter and when to exit. Fallen market makes you lose the money. You know when to exit before it fails so miserably. And IPO, I don't want to go into the detail with IPO because IPO is a totally different subject. But people are obsessed with IPOs. You get hardly 14,000 rupees investment in one IPO. Being a retail investor, hardly you can get one lot, which becomes say 20,000 rupees at the time of listing, and you feel 6,000 rupees profit, and you start, feeling what is happening, boss. You are waiting for 30 days to list it and all the. I'm not against the IPOs, but it is a different subject like that. So now what I will like to know, because some of you are beginners over here and some of you are experts also. So I will like to tell you first thing and most important, why companies actually issue shares, how this market had started. Okay. So any company which it started as a proprietorship, partnership, and then become a limited company, they need a lot of money to expand their business. और एक वक्त आता है, एक मोमेंट आती है कि they need huge money to expand. For example, there are a lot of study like Amul started very small way, okay, but then they expanded throughout the India. So there are a lot of people who start their business, but now they have to expand all over India. So they need a lot of money, and they start calling that money from public, and that is called issue. We know IPO, public issue comes. They want to expand. So their expansion, growth, research and development and diversification, नया business शुरू करना है उनको. Okay, but that is a reason most of the people will tell you, but there are certain reasons which are very difficult to know for a normal customer. That is the exit route. क्या होता है जब मैं बिजनेस शुरू करूंगा तो मेरे फ्रेंड्स रिलेटिव्स विल हेल्प मी विद सम मनी, देन देयर विल बी सम वेंचर कैपिटलिस्ट or private equity people will come and help me with lot of money because they feel potential in me that मेरा business आगे जाके बढ़े. Shark Tank, for example, everybody knows about it. But when business grows to certain level, these people want to invest now in some other companies also. So they want to exit. उनको बाहर निकलना है अपना profit लेके. So IPO is a one of the way वहां से लोग बाहर निकलते हैं अपना प्रॉफिट लेके, बड़े बड़े इन्वेस्टर्स. और इसीलिए कंपनी इश्यू करती है शेयर्स और हम लोग फिर मार्केट में जाके खरीदते हैं. तो आईपीओ को हम लोग नॉर्मली क्या कहते हैं, प्राइमरी मार्केट. और जब वो लिस्टेड हो जाती है कंपनी, वी टेल इट एज अ सेकेंडरी मार्केट. ओके, नाउ सेकेंडरी मार्केट में जाके व्हेन वी buy the shares. So a lot of people buy the shares because they get anyway ownership of that company. It means they become a shareholder. उनको voting rights मिलती है. Okay, I don't know how many retail investors go and vote. Nobody votes. But okay, it's technically they get a right to vote. उनको appreciation मिलता है, wealth जमा करने में. They get a dividend, long-term investment. But unfortunately, if you see, okay, these may be the reasons which are in a book, but most of people start investing in shares for a speculation and quick profit. And that's why the market is running so big way. Because lot of people सुबह सुबह न्यूज ट्विटर पे देखते हैं कि ये कंपनी अभी डबल होने वाली है, उसके शेयर्स खरीद लेते हैं. So market is why so much volatile or so much liquid, because speculation and quick profit is the major reason behind that. So share market में when I say कि I want to buy Reliance, okay, or I want to buy Hindustan Aeronautic, any shares you think, okay, उसकी जो प्राइस रहती है शेयर मार्केट में, जो प्राइस आप लोग देखते हैं, ओके सर, आपको सुबह कहीं पे सुनते हो कि रिलायंस आज 2% ऊपर चला गया, ओके, या माझगांव डॉक हैज राइजन अप बाय 3.5% टुडे. हु, कौन डिसाइड करता है वो प्राइस को? हम करते हैं, रिटेलर्स. कैन यू टेल मी इन द चैट हु डिसाइड्स द प्राइस इन द मार्केट? मुझे थोड़ा चैट में आप लोग बता सकते हैं. हु डिसाइड्स? और आप अनम्यूट करके भी बोल सकते हैं मुझे. I will just stop sharing for some time. I want to know, what do you think, who decides? Okay. Big players of the market, okay. Investors, okay. Anybody else? क्या लगता है आपको? What do you think? Who decides? Come on. I want, देखो थोड़ा पार्टिसिपेटिव करते हैं हम लोग, ठीक है. Big players, investor, call sellers, okay. Good. Wow. Okay. Multiple factors. Very good. Ajit is saying investors, fund houses. Okay, good. Supply demand, option sellers, good. So guys, first and most important thing देखिए, हम लोग retailers हैं. We are not in position to decide the market price of any share. I'm very frank, not me also, not anybody. This is mostly decided by big players. Now, who are these big players? So most are financial institutions. So if a foreign financial institution भी हो सकते हैं, domestic financial institutions भी हो सकते हैं, या ultra HNI brokers and clients. ये मार्केट को मूव करते हैं, थोड़ा ऊपर थोड़ा नीचे, थोड़ा ऊपर थोड़ा नीचे. तो now I'm going to tell you, it's not a secret or something like that. Who are the good traders, retail traders? They don't fight with these people, they align with these people. उनके पीछे चलना है, उनको पहले पहचानना है हमें कि ये बिग प्लेयर्स का मोटिव क्या है, where they are taking the price, and we have to align with them. And that is the crux of technical analysis. ये जो टेक्निकल एनालिसिस हम बोलते हैं ना, कुछ नहीं है. We have to study the demand and supply of big investors, and you have to follow them. I will not be able to decide what will be the price of any company tomorrow morning, Monday morning when it opens. But if I study well, I can guess that big people, what they want to do with this price or that particular share price. And that is the way we learn share market. Okay, so first thing, don't fight with the market. मेरा स्टडी गलत कैसे निकला? मैंने लिया तो ऊपर जाना ही चाहिए. No. You have to remember about this most important thing. So let me share again the screen. So ये जो particularly equity की share market की price, somebody has given a right answer also, most of you, but somebody has said demand and supply. So क्या होता है share market में? There are people who want to buy those share at certain price. There are people who want to sell that share at certain price. देखो, it's very simple. When we sit for a negotiation, now tomorrow you want to buy a particular property, किसी का फ्लैट खरीदना है, तो हम जाते हैं उसके पास, and he starts with say 80 lakhs rupees, 1 BHK or 2 BHK, and you say no, I want at 60 lakhs rupees. So you start negotiating with them, and you arrive at certain price where both are agreeing to that price, and finally होता है. तो मार्केट में क्या होता है actually? In market, what happens actually? A buyer wants to buy that particular share because he thinks कि इसकी प्राइस अभी ऊपर जाने वाली है. So he is very bullish on that particular stock and he is buying that. Seller thinks कि now it is at good profit, so better I book my profit, or he must have some information or his study कि this price is going to go down and he wants to sell. जब तक ये दोनों की प्राइस मैच नहीं होती है, ट्रांजैक्शन नहीं होता है. और जब भी ये ट्रांजैक्शन हैपेंस, दैट एग्जैक्ट टाइम मार्केट में दिखती है वो प्राइस. सो आई विल जस्ट शो यू ओवर हियर. इफ यू सी एग्जांपल फॉर एक्सिस बैंक, कैन यू सी द स्क्रीन एवरीबॉडी? ओके, you can unmute also and answer me also. I will be very happy to have an interactive session instead of one way. तो अगर आप देखोगे, अभी यहाँ पे कुछ नहीं मिलेगा क्योंकि मार्केट बंद है, बट आप अगर देखोगे तो यहाँ पे इफ यू कैन सी दिस इज अ बिड एंड दिस इज अ ऑफर. कैन यू ऑल सी दैट? तो एक्सिस बैंक का कल क्या हुआ होगा? कुछ लोग हैं जिन्होंने ऑफर दिया था कि आई एम रेडी टू सेल एट दिस प्राइस, और कुछ लोग हैं वो मांग रहे हैं इस प्राइस पे, और जब इनकी ये प्राइस मैच हो जाती है तो एक्सिस बैंक की शेयर प्राइस वहां पे फिक्स हो जाती है शेयर मार्केट में। और ये रेगुलरली चेंज क्यों होती है? बिकॉज सेल करने वाले और बाय करने वाले रेगुलरली चेंज करते रहते हैं। सो आप लोगों को ये बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट चीज पता होनी चाहिए। तो इफ यू नो बिड और बाय, बिड एंड ऑफर क्या चल रहा है, you will understand where exactly the price is moving. Okay, so this is very, very important for all of you. So this actually happens with any company when the market opens, bid and offer starts immediately. अभी now फिर दो चीज बचे, एक तो फिर प्राइस ऊपर क्यों जा रही है या प्राइस नीचे क्यों आ रही है शेयर मार्केट की। So why it is going up? Because the people who want to buy those shares are desperate to buy. Okay, फिर सेलर को पता चलता है कि बहुत डिमांड बढ़ रहा है ना। इफ यू गो इनटू द, फॉर एग्जांपल मैंगो सीजन जब शुरू होता है, मार्केट में जाते हैं और वहां पे बहुत सारे मैंगोज बेचने वालों की शॉप्स है, मैंगोज का डिमांड है बहुत। ओके, सो द फर्स्ट शॉप जो खोलता है वो, उसको दिखता है कि बहुत सारा डिमांड है मार्केट में। ओके, सो ही स्टार्ट रेजिंग हिज प्राइस एंड अनफॉर्चुनेटली हम लोग डेस्परेट है मैंगो खरीदने के लिए, तो हम मैंगो खरीदते हैं और वो प्राइस जो प्राइस बताता है उसमें खरीदना शुरू करते हैं। तो मैंगो की प्राइस मार्केट में न्यूज आती है, मैंगोज आर नाउ टुडे 5,000 रुपीज पर डजन, एक्सपोर्ट क्वालिटी। ओके, बट एक वक्त आता है डिमांड कम हो जाता है और सप्लायर को बहुत सारे मैंगो जल्दी बेचने हैं, तो वो नीचे धीरे 4,000 पे लेके आता है। देयर आर पीपल, सो तो मार्केट में शेयर की प्राइस पूरे डिमांड और सप्लाई से चेंज होती रहती है। अभी हमको आगे जाके देखना है कि ये डिमांड और सप्लाई क्यों चेंज होता है, बिकॉज देर आर सर्टन न्यूज इन द मार्केट, देर आर सर्टन स्टडीज हैपनिंग इन द मार्केट। और एक बात आप सब लोग ध्यान में रखना, मैं सिंसियर रिक्वेस्ट, okay, this is, I'm not saying it may be true or not, but it is maybe that कुछ भी न्यूज होती है ना किसी भी शेयर्स के बारे में, वो हम रिटेलर तक कब पहुंचती है? when it becomes public, when news channels will start telling you, when it comes into the newspapers, और अभी सोशल मीडिया है तो व्हाट्सएप पे आ जाता है, तब हमें पता चलता है कि ये कुछ हो रहा है इस कंपनी में। बट गाइस, इसी में रिटेलर्स का सबसे बड़ा प्रॉब्लम है, क्योंकि ये जो न्यूज है ना, ये न्यूज अनफॉर्चुनेटली FIIs, DIs या बिग प्लेयर्स को थोड़ी पहले मिलती है। कैसे? आई डोंट वांट टू गो इनटू द डेप्थ, ओके, बट दिस बिग पीपल, दे have got certain sources, from that they get information, and it already starts affecting the share market price of that particular share. Now if you know this skill to identify that, then you are at right time. So there are certain signals which starts coming in. So when we go further, I will show you what happened with Adani when Hindenburg news came. What happened with Tata Motors. I will show you how you could have got the signals to exit also, entry also, and exit also. We will learn that in few next slides. So ये जो शेयर नाउ नॉर्मली, और एक बहुत बड़ा क्वेश्चन आता है मेरे पास कि ये निफ्टी और सेंसेक्स क्या चीज हो सकती है। So what is Nifty? Nifty is actually made up of 50 company shares from different sectors. See, we all know कि in market different companies are there with a different sector. So pharmaceutical companies are there, oil and natural gas is there, banking finance are there, IT is there, metals are there. अलग अलग इंडस्ट्री वाली कंपनियां हमारे पास है। तो उसमें से जो टॉप 50 है, उस कंपनी का मिलके ये निफ्टी इंडेक्स बना है, which actually was started with a base value of 1000 and 3rd November 1995 को शुरुआत हुआ था And we all know it is already at 25,600. So in last 30 years, it has gone to more than 26 times. Okay. So now Nifty क्या करता है? So Nifty is like a thermometer. Okay. टेम्परेचर ऊपर जाता है, हम लोग थर्मामीटर से देखते हैं ना. सो निफ्टी 50 क्या बताता है कि अगर निफ्टी 50 इज गोइंग अप वेरी वेल, ओवरऑल मार्केट सेंटीमेंट इज गोइंग अप. बट एक बात ध्यान में रखना, दैट डजंट मीन ईच एंड एवरी शेयर ऑफ नेशनल स्टॉक एक्सचेंज इज गोइंग अप. देयर आर सर्टेन शेयर्स व्हिच आर स्टिल फॉलिंग. अदर वे अराउंड आल्सो, निफ्टी इज फॉलिंग, overall market is going down, but there are certain shares in that market also goes up. So it's not an 100% indicator of the entire market, but maximum weightage is given to those because these are big companies, and these big companies gives some indication. So HDFC Bank, Reliance, ICICI Bank, there are IT Infosys, TCS. The certain companies are there which are holding a lot of composition in this Nifty 50. Exactly same way there's the Sensex, which is the oldest one. But now for last many years, Nifty business is much, much bigger than BSE. So a lot of people now look at Nifty more than Sensex, but still both are same. ऐसा नहीं होता है कि Nifty goes by 200 points up and Sensex falls by 100 points. Finally, it is also a composition of 30 selected stocks. Okay, and which was started in 78, so it is now 100. And we all know Sensex has crossed 80,000 also, which was 100 in 1978 and 79. So these are both parameters. So कभी आप मार्केट में सुनते हो कि निफ्टी has gone up by 100 points or Nifty has gone up by 200 points. That means overall market sentiment, this 50 stocks in and all average has gone up by so many points, which has contributed to bullish market on that day. So Nifty में अगर आप sector wise देखोगे, so maximum is the financial services sector, which constitutes HDFC Bank, Bajaj Finance, and all those big companies. Okay. The next is IT. Around 15% is IT companies. Oil and gas, where Reliance is one of the biggest. Automobile, okay, Mahindra and Mahindra, Maruti, and all those things. Consumer goods are there. Hindustan Lever, Colgate, and all, consumables. Pharma is there. Okay, Sun Pharma and all big pharma companies. Metals is there. Tata Steel, Jindal Steel, and all. Telecom is there, like Bharti Airtel. Then construction, builder, power is there. So this is the composition of at least 50 companies are there in the Nifty. So we all know there are two things which affect the market price. That is called demand and supply. Okay. So there are two things which actually happens over here is economic indicators and investor sentiments. These are the two major factors which affects the price. So economic indicators are what? तो आपको सबको पता है कि market suddenly crashed on that day when Donald Trump declared tariffs, and then again it came up. COVID, everybody knows what happened. We know also there are sentiments, investor sentiments mostly dependent upon economic indicators or geopolitical situation. So when I decide or you will decide to buy shares or that, we do normally two types of analysis are there. The very most important thing normally people do is bottom to top, but there are top to bottom analysis also. So there are certain people who wait for a right environment to invest in the shares. So that is the top to bottom analysis. Top means overall geopolitical situation is better. Suddenly we come to know that Russia-Ukraine war has stopped. These things have stopped. Trump and our prime ministers are in good mood. Both are talking with each other. A lot of good things are happening. Okay. Domestic political stability is there. RBI is already giving a lot of credit policies which are good for market. And then they decide to buy into the share market. फिर 10 सोचते कौन सा सेक्टर अच्छा है, और एक बार उन्होंने सोचा कि सेक्टर बहुत अच्छा है, then they find out companies which we normally as traders and most of our batchmates we do screener every month. हम लोग ये करते हैं, okay, every month हम लोग ये करते हैं. Now I will not go, I will show you afterwards, but some of my friends are there, some of my few students may be also there in this group. They know कि we identified auto sector around 2.5 months back, and specifically two-wheelers, okay, and then Hero Honda went up like anything. So two-wheelers sector. So we identified some sector. Recently, last month, we identified PSU bank, that is nationalized banks. And then everything well happened in Indian bank, and other banks started running very good happening. I'm not saying we are having some prediction or हम लोग कोई भविष्यवाणी वगैरह करते हैं, but I told you already कि technical analysis में charts helps us to identify certain movements, and we could work on that. So that is a top to bottom analysis. What happens to bottom to top analysis? Somebody tells me, for example, is now ITC is reversing, ITC is doing well. Okay, I said, okay, good, ITC is doing well. Somebody tells me, see, again, I'm telling you, I'm not saying you should not listen. You will listen. But what I will do analysis of ITC. Or if somebody tells me this particular company is doing well, I will do analysis of that company. And then I will see कि क्या ये particular sector is also doing well. Is today's economic environment is conducive to the overall Indian market? And then I decide to buy that company. So that is bottom to top. First, company has been identified by someone, or I identify that company, and then I go back one, which sector it is. For example, people now think Infosys will go up, तो Infosys is from IT. So IT के लिए कुछ अच्छा हो रहा है क्या? Yeah, something like that we will decide, and we will do that. So that is called bottom to top analysis. So these are certain things. I will not go into the detail because that is been taught in detail in our training batch. Okay, these are important factors. See, I feel very bad when somebody buys any shares without having a knowledge about that company. पहले तो हमें पता होना चाहिए वो कंपनी करती क्या है, उसका बिजनेस क्या है. See, I don't know how you people will agree with me. Most of you will, I think. If I'm going to invest even few thousand rupees or few lakhs of rupees in shares without knowing that company well is nothing short of gambling. So I will just show you one particular app which normally we use. Okay, that is Screener. Okay, so it is a free, you can log in anytime. Now, any company, if you want to, look into that, you have to see actually few things कि वो company का business क्या है. And all the financial parameters, very few. I will not like you to, go into the detail. But any company, if you take, for example, अभी IEX, okay? Now, what happened with IEX? It was a darling company of a lot of people. Everybody was thinking it is a monopoly company. One of the fantastic, Indian Energy Exchange Limited. It was a darling company of a lot of people. But suddenly what happened? One simple change in government regulations started wiping out the net worth of investors. So you should be aware of it. Okay? What exactly is this company? Now this company is monopoly company because this company is the only company in this particular business which has an automated platform and infrastructure to carrying out trading of electricity. Every state is producing electricity. So trading of Maharashtra में अगर कोई कम पड़ता है तो वो गुजरात से लेता है electricity. So this was a platform to exchange the energy. Now there was certain changes happened in government regulations. तो इनकी मोनोपोली का कोई अभी इंपॉर्टेंस रहा नहीं बहुत, and the price crashed like so. This was so monopoly. A lot of people think was a biggest advantage of this company, but it was also one of the disadvantage also because a single competition to them will going to face a problem. So you should know what is that company and how much to invest in those companies. And technical analysis will tell you how to exit those companies. So at least you should go to the screener, type the name of the company और थोड़ा बहुत तो पढ़ो. When we are putting up few thousands and lakhs of rupees in that company, it is your hard-earned money. You are not going to the casino in Macau or Las Vegas and putting those in that particular machine. Right? So my request is you should know some basic fundamental thing about that company before investing. If somebody tells you buy this company, you have to ask him another question. Why? Why I should buy? नहीं, मुझे किसी ने बोला है, अंदर की खबर है. I will say, sorry, good, thanks for your advice. I will have my own study through screener, fundamental and technical analysis through chart, and I will take a decision to buy. That आपको उतना prepare करना है. I am not here to tell you to become a full-time trader. With your job, with your business, with your main activity, parallelly you can definitely, अगर आप invest कर रहे हो तो there are certain one of my very good friend, ना बाबा शेयर मार्केट नथिंग डूइंग, मैं फिक्स डिपॉजिट में रखूंगा 6% पे लाइफ लॉन्ग. ओके, I'm not forcing him, I'm not telling him. I try to tell him कि boss, you should need a better return than 5-6% at least. कुछ नहीं तो म्यूचुअल फंड में तो डाल. बट ओके, सो आप अगर शेयर्स में पैसा डाल रहे हो तो व्हाई डोंट यू लर्न फ्यू थिंग्स एंड देन इन्वेस्ट. That is the way I want to tell you. So Screener is a very good particular app. You can log in. There are certain fees also if you want to have a professional advice. But this is simple is enough at a free also version. Okay, you get good knowledge about that company क्या कर रही है, and you can definitely look into the pros of that company and cons of those company, and some basic knowledge which normally we learn in my batches about how this company to evaluate from. So only there are 5 important factors we learn. Okay, so year on year, how the sales are growing, how the profits are growing, what is earning per share, what is PE ratio, and what is shareholding pattern. These are the 5 important points we look. Okay, and it is okay, it is satisfying, not very something bad. Okay, then we go to the technical analysis. Okay, so all of you, if whenever you want to buy certain shares, have some small study with a screener of that company, and then open the chart of that company, which we are going to learn now, how to look into the chart. In between, any doubts are there, you can put it in the chat also. Okay, so we will not go into much detail in this EPS PE ratio because it needs some more time. But these are the important points which we cover in our training batch. Now, these are the types of traders. Now, out of this, what you want to do, it's everybody's own decision. There are people who start with a positional trader and then become a day traders also. So it's okay. So what is day trading? Day trading means these people sit across the screen from morning 9:30 to 3:30 and they buy and sell shares immediately. Mostly they also trade in indexes, options like Nifty or Bank Nifty or stock options. Okay, those are day traders. There is a one concept in day trading also, which is scalping. Scalping is something extraordinary. Means these are highly expert traders who buy for 5 minutes and 10 minutes. They buy and within 5-10 minutes they sell. They do 30 to 40 trades in a day. It's madness actually. I'm not doing that, okay, except on the expiry day. But still, these people are called day traders or scalpers. Then positional trading, which can be a good for people who are working, who are having a job or having a main business, something else, doctors. Okay, I have a students, I have a batch people like doctors also. So it's not that they have to look into the screen every day and night. They have to just buy it with and take a position and just wait for, okay. So those are all positional traders. They buy or sell for longer period. Then there is called momentum trading. So there are two types of traders. Momentum. Now sometimes market just take a momentum, starts going up, 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 up. That is called momentum. It is in the same decisive direction, either falling direction or going up direction. And they like to trade such markets. But there are people who trade in swing. That is, market is going up. Now, last 1 year or more than 1 year, Nifty is in and around 25,000. So that is the funniest thing. If you see, Nifty ऊपर गया नीचे गया वहीं पे, लेकिन 25,000 के आसपास ही रहता है. So this type of market may actually, if you see, Nifty has given small negative returns for last 1.5 years. But the people who know how to do swing trading, they have made money in last 1.5 years or 1 year for that matter. So they know when to come out of Nifty, they can when to come enter into the Nifty. So these are called swing traders. Okay, and there are people who do fundamental analysis like a screener, which I have shown you, or a technical analysis, which is a chart or thing. So just I wanted to, want you the answer from the chat from all of you. Okay. What do you feel, which is better, fundamental analysis or a technical analysis? What do you think? Can you put it in the chat? What do you think, technical analysis or a fundamental analysis? What about EVs in two-wheelers? EVs is a part of all companies, Pratima. So when Hero Honda is running, it is running on the best of even EVs also. So both are required. Okay, good. Naveen is saying technical analysis. Amol is saying mix of both is better. Good. Okay, so what I'm telling you, it totally depends upon your perception. Fundamental analysis is good, but there are certain drawbacks in fundamental analysis also. Okay, because fundamental analysis is, what is fundamental? Like screener, what we have seen, profitability, balance sheet, sales, and all that. Okay, but for fundamental analysis, it takes a lot of time to particularly those results to digest into the market. An advantage. So what normally I am recommending, okay, I'm not here to dispute or fight or something like that. Okay, if you are not knowing about any company, then initially you should do fundamental analysis. But if you know the company, then fundamental analysis to some extent is fine, but technical analysis will tell you to enter and exit also. So definitely, yes, mix of both is the best answer. Okay. But fundamental analysis will tell you if there is nothing serious wrong about that company. But technical analysis helps you to when to enter into that company. And technical analysis will tell you when to exit from that company. Because one thing you remember, all of you, कि some bad news about that company is already digested. Or I already give you the example of Adani, or even I will tell you, show you the example of Tata Motors also. So you can smell or you can, signal मिलते हैं हमें कि भैया अभी यहाँ से निकलो. So there technical analysis helps. So technical analysis tells you if you are in a positional trader also, when to enter into that company. So after learning few important things, I will tell you how we should do that. So let's move ahead with only few more slides, and then it will be a question and answer. So normally what is technical analysis? Technical analysis is like a candlestick pattern, chart patterns, and some indicators are there. Okay. So what is candlestick pattern? So candle, देखो एकदम simple मैं बता रहा हूँ आपको, okay, कि whenever that particular share market at 9:15 market opens, okay, and if the price goes up and at 3:30 market closes, it closes over here, okay, the candle becomes a green automatically when close is above the open. But in that entire particular day, price can go down, price can go up also. Exactly, if the price opens over here and goes down on that particular day, okay, so closing is below open, then it is a red candle, negative candle, means market has, that particular stock price has come down. So this way actually the candlestick happens. So just one small presentation I will just show you. I will go through it. You don't go into the much detail, okay, but still I will show you how exactly it works. So this is a bullish candle, green candle, and this is a red candle. This everybody knows very well. Most of you, when we see the chart, green means उस दिन market ऊपर गया है. Red means उस दिन market. Market means that particular stock also you can say. So how exactly it works? So what happens? The market opens exactly at 9:15 over here. Okay, price थोड़ा नीचे जाती है and then starts going up over the day. वापस again थोड़ा correct होती है और फिर close होती है. So ये जब candle बनती है, which shows on that day कि market opened over here and closed over here. But in the day it went up to this price and went up to this price. So in technical analysis, ये जो candle है ना, ये candle का study होता है. एक कैंडल का स्टडी होता है और फिर बहुत सारे कैंडल कैसे आ रहे हैं उसके ऊपर स्टडी होता है. सो टेक्निकल एनालिसिस इज एक्चुअली स्टडी ऑफ दिस कैंडल स्टिक्स एंड देयर पैटर्न. बट कैंडल स्टिक बनती कैसे है पूरे दिन में? इट बिकम्स लाइक दैट. सो सेम वे नेगेटिव कैंडल, प्राइस हैज ओपनड ओवर हियर, it went up for some time but then it failed like anything and slightly corrected, so this became a red candle. Okay, so now how we learn that? So we learn that because we know ये कितना गिरा कितना ऊपर गया. So the body of the candle, और वो कितना ऊपर हाई में गया था कितना नीचे लो में गया था. So high and low gives us the overall fluctuation of the price in that particular stock. So this is the thing. और अभी ये बॉडी की साइज या ऊपर वाले, इसको टेक्निकली विक्स बोलते हैं, इसको भी विक्स बोलते हैं. These two things decide lot of things. डिमांड एंड सप्लाई को जो स्टडी करना है हमें, ये हम लोग इससे स्टडी करते हैं. पहले तो ये कैंडल रेड है कि ग्रीन है, बॉडी कितनी लंबी है, विक्स की कितनी लेंथ है, ऊपर वाले या नीचे वाले. फ्रॉम दैट वी स्टडी exactly what happened on that day. So there are different types of candlestick patterns. Okay, body के ऊपर depended है, and that tells us कि how exactly things are happening. Okay, so just I will show you a few examples. Before that, I will just want to show you most important thing is okay, so how it helps us, these candlestick patterns and chart patterns. So just a few examples I will tell you. Okay, now this is the study which we did. Okay, now you will may believe, I don't know, but the people who are there in the batch, they know, in around 27th February, okay, in a very holistic, on a very long-term basis, we studied, and we thought ki Nifty by October or November will again touch 26,000. So this on 26 was our study was there, okay, where I told a lot of people, means our group, it thinks that save this till October and November 2025, and Nifty may touch. And now you are all aware, it is already going above 25,600 and may touch 26,000 in this month or at least first week of November. ऐसे लग रहा है. I am not a बेजान दारू वाला, but it is a study of patterns. It is a study of candlestick patterns. It is a study of few indicators and volumes, which tells us that this may happen. Okay, so these are some examples I wanted to tell you. So for example, Tata Motors. अभी ये Tata Motors का monthly chart है. You can see lot of candles which I just explained you basically. This is the green candle. This is the red candle. But ये जो Tata Motor का monthly वाला है. So this month, particularly August 24. Okay. And then on September, this is the big. Now this is the monthly candle. So पूरे month का price movement है Tata Motor का पूरे month का. Okay. So when you study basic technical analysis and all, this is the one of the most important indicator, chatter pattern, which is called dark cloud cover. अभी आप don't worry, you when you learn, you will know about it in detail. Okay, so this was the time to exit Tata Motors. Okay, I'm not saying you cannot buy Tata Motor in future. You may buy if you get a good signal, but this was the exit in Tata Motor. You had to exit. If you know basically, but there are people now, I have people, even after demerger तो और नीचे crash हो गया Tata Motor, okay, because they are holding one more share of other Tata commercial and all, okay, but it went like it's now 50% nearly. Okay, for example, I will show you about this Adani Enterprises, which I was telling you, okay. So these are the ways, things which you understand very well. So this was the date on 24th January 23, when Hindenburg, the USA company, which gave a very bad report about corruption and all those things about, and Adani ki bahut buri news aayi, and Adani crashed like anything in next few days. Okay. So this was the date when the news came. But मुझे बताइए आप लोग कि इसके पहले ही अडानी ने शुरुआत की थी गिरने की. Now, if somebody is aware about technical analysis properly, would have been wise enough to exit Adani here itself in this particular range. Okay, because in some technical terms, this is called double top. There are lot of things which you have to learn. If this is a double top, Adani made a double top over here, gave a signal. So these were the signals of a breakdown of Adani Enterprises. So people who knew it, they exited in this range. People who didn't know it, they just saw Adani falling like a falling knife. So these are the things which we'll have to learn a lot. For example, Nifty, which we discussed in our training batch. Or for example, Bank Nifty, which I requested, told them about कि Bank Nifty में I will show you in the WhatsApp. Okay, so this is a Bank Nifty. Okay, so this is the master batch when on 6th October, I requested them to just check Bank Nifty seems to be in a very interesting position. Okay, so this is we could normally call is an inverted head and shoulder pattern. And then next few days, like today, Bank Nifty has made an all-time high. That is, all banking stocks have made an all-time high. So this is the strength of technical analysis, where you can, I'm not saying predicting, but we have a good probability chances that it will happen. So there are a lot of things in the technical analysis which tells us about movement of the chart patterns, candlestick patterns, and in combination with some indicators, we able to at least get an opportunity. Okay, similar thing happened with the Paytm also. Paytm was also identified with a big way. Okay, so this was Paytm. So Paytm weekly charts we identified. Okay, so Paytm was a weekly chart we identified. So this is also a very important pattern which we learn, which is called cup and handle pattern in Paytm. Okay, so Paytm also went up from very big way. Okay, from so all the entries were in this particular range, and which is already touching 1300 of now. See, these are few examples which we normally study and take positions. So now what I wanted to tell you, of financial freedom through equity trading means what? Means if you know these particular skills, if you know particular skills, when to enter and when to exit, it helps a lot to make a better profit than normal investments. Okay. So there are certain rules which we follow, okay, in the market. And because market is not only making huge money, but it's not losing also huge money. So there are certain rules we follow very strictly, which is called 20/2 percentage rule. Means what? We only invest 20% of our capital in one share. Even I know Paytm is going to go up. ऐसा लग रहा है मेरे study से, I will not put my entire money in Paytm. I will put only 20%. For example, if my capital is say 10 lakh rupees, I will put only 2 lakh rupees in Paytm. If I come to know that this particular company is going up, I will put only 2 lakh rupees. So that is fixed rule. And I will not incur any loss more than 2% in my investment. The moment it hits 2% loss, I will quit. So that is called stop loss. So what is the best way positional trader helps? They put stop loss in the system. And then you have to just, relax. If it goes against your study, your stop loss is hit and you are exited just before becoming a big loss. But if you know how to exit also, so when your target comes, when there are certain exit rules where we know, now, for example, Tata Motors, if you are even a little bit long-term investor in Tata Motors, that was the time to exit Tata Motors or Adani, for example, which, see, there are a lot of examples I can give you, but these are the few examples I just want to give you. So this way it happens. So normally this training course which happens with us is over the 3 months. It is 1.5 months. It's like a graduation, basic to advanced, and second module normally happens is Elliott waves and options and futures. So our training, I want to introduce that our training is going to start from 4th November. Okay, so I will be sharing, all of you who have registered, I'll be sending a mail about the details of our course and even the recording of today's course. Okay, where people will learn about this course. Okay. I will show you the schedule now. So this is the schedule for our upcoming batch, which is going to start on 4th November. If you can see this schedule. Okay, this schedule will start from 4th November. All the batches are, training courses are on Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday at 8 to 11 p.m. It will start from 4th November to 14th December, around 14 sessions, Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday, where we cover all these things, important things. We will be covering introduction to share market, evaluation of company through screener, candlestick patterns, what is technical analysis, Dow theory, indicators, chart patterns, okay, and the decisions, case studies, screener, how we identify sectors and all. And this is very important, money and mind management and revision. So the last session will be on 14th December. Then next is a little bit advanced technical analysis with Elliott waves and options and futures. So these are the few things which will be going to start. So I will just show you a few important one video which last batch we concluded. So some feedback of our last batch to participants.
और मेरे को लगा ये यूज हो सकता है बाद में. I highly recommend this to others also. ये मिनिमम जो आपको अगर करना है तो मिनिमम इतना नॉलेज जो चाहिए ही आपको, इसके बिना करना पॉसिबल. ये है पूरा काफी कुछ सीखने मिला जो पता नहीं था, और जिज्ञासा हो रही है अभी और कुछ करने की.
And first of all, I was not knowing anything, but I was just playing it like a जुआ. Or you can say कि हाँ ये खरीद लिया, अच्छा 20,000 का लॉस हो गया, छोड़ कोई बात नहीं, बेच दिया, कर लिया. कई पड़े हैं अभी भी, बहुत लॉस है उसमें, 20% 25% का लॉस है. But I keep on I was playing it मतलब ये किक के लिए खेलता था. अब सीरियसली उसको बिजनेस के लिए सोचूंगा. But main thing is that we need to find out time from the schedule for the study. That is most important. Until and unless study is not done, we should not do the proper share trading. We need to spend time. Basically, it has given us a seed that okay, now with our own effort, we need to make it a tree so that we can
समझ में नहीं आती थी कुछ भी, एकदम पूरा नया था एकदम. पर अभी जो डायरेक्शन जो आपने दिया है ना, उसके साथ थोड़ा चार्ट और वो सब देखना चालू किया है स्कैनर पे.
हाँ.
और उसके ऊपर अपना investing.com पे अभी थोड़ा ऐसे आइडिया लग रहा है. तो आपको दोस्त भी पता है, उसके साथ थोड़ा समझ में भी आ रहा है. पर आपका जो समझाने का तरीका है ऐसा
हो जरूर पाठवेंगे, डोंट वरी.
एकदम ऐसे लगता है कि हम आमने सामने बात कर रहे हैं. रियल में सबकी बहुत
passionate है, मानना पड़ेगा. You are really passionate about this subject.
Yeah.
Yes,
No
and
problem.
definitely, because see, actually, this is not my core business, not trading and ये something. But मुझे मजा क्यों आता है, क्योंकि I feel कि बाबा चलो, और मेरा भी रिवीजन होता है, वो तो बात अलग है. और मुझे बहुत मजा आता है कि at least, yeah, some people बुरा कब लगता है क्योंकि देयर आर लॉट ऑफ पीपल हु आर इन द शेयर मार्केट विदाउट एबीसीडी नॉलेज और बहुत प्रॉब्लम होते हैं उसमें।
कभी कभी हम सुनने वाले बोर हो जाते थे, पर सर आप कभी आपने ऐसा बताया नहीं कि आप आउट ऑफ द वे जा रहे हैं, कभी कैसा लगा ही नहीं हमको कभी। ये सब
आपको
चीजें
सुनते भी बोर थे वहाँ सर कभी ऐसा सुनते बैठो ऐसा लगता है।
हाँ। और आपने कभी भी ऐसे नहीं बोला चलो ये चार्ट अभी बना देता हूँ, कोई सी कंपनी का नाम बोला तुरंत चार्ट बना दिया, ऐसा नहीं कि बाद में करूंगा, ऐसे कभी आपने बोला नहीं।
It was a well 3 months proper strategy with a lot of insight on market dynamics, trading strategies, risk management principles जो आपने सीखा है वो सभी it's too much what you say premium in sense of how you deliver the training. It was very well organized and highly beneficial sessions this 3 months. I wish to practice again and again with the videos what you have shared and what notes I have taken and your expertise. And best part is your learning experience with you was more enjoyable and impactful. In sense, I have started to take some trade and I'm trying to
good.
also. Okay, but that's what this session, today's session also was useful. That's the reason I was asking whether one of the point if it misses how to trade, should I trade or not? So very good session. It covers everything as I told, market dynamics, trading strategies, risk management principles. कहाँ पे exit करने का, that was very important for us. So thank you for your lovable teaching. That's what face to face जैसे interaction है, ऐसा नहीं पता लगता है कि Zoom पे कॉल हो रहा है.
Okay, friends. So this session is going to, the next batch is going to start from 4th November. It will be in 1.5 months, and then there will be a Elliott Waves advanced technical analysis along with options and futures. The fees are 17,500 per module, but there is an early bird discount of 2,500 rupees till Diwali, that is next Saturday. So the fees will be 15,000 rupees. If anybody has got any doubts, my mobile number I'm putting up in the chat. You can call me and connect with me to know. And now it is open for question and answers, not only about my training program, but about anything you want to ask about the share market. You enroll, not enroll, I'm not saying that, but anything you want to ask, the session is open for all. Atul was there with me in the last batch. Atul, what do you think about this training program? You all can start videos also. Okay, I have no problem. Hi, Atul.
Hi, Bhushan.
So after learning this technical analysis, what is your thought?
Technical analysis is good. I mean, it helps really to take a trade to know when to enter, when to exit. So it's really good. I mean, and it works. I mean, the indicators that you have shown, whatever chart patterns and indicators, if you apply to a particular trade, they do work. So it's good to know.
Good. And I'm very happy that you already started and getting good results, right?
Yeah, of course. Thanks to you.
So guys, please, session is open. Please start your videos, audios, and you can ask questions. Not only about my training batch, anything, whatever you have learned, because it is very difficult to learn everything in 1 hour, 1.5 hours. But still you have any doubts, the dais is open for all. Those like Pramita Arsul, Shubhangi Narvekar, Sharmila Deshpande, Frederick, Ajit. The dais is open. I will be very happy to answer all your questions. The recording of today's session as well as details about my upcoming batch, I will be sharing with all the emails which are registered today. Okay, so let me know. You can call me also on my telephone number, which I have shared with you, all of you. And I'll be always happy to assist you. So no doubts. Okay, so we will end the session over here. Thanks all of you for joining and attending this session. I will share the recording with each one of you. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you, Bhushan.
Thank you. 1 minute, huh? I'll just go through the chats. Can we say evening star also, Naveen Vasa? Acha, yeah, okay. Yes. Enjoying is must proper. Could you please share the fees again? Yeah, fees per module is 17,500 first module and 17,500 second module. But there is an early bird discount till next Saturday. 2,500 is a discount. So fees will be 15,000 and 15,000 for second module. I will share all the details about the fees, schedule, and everything, okay, through the emails through which you have all registered. And for any doubts, you can call me on my mobile number. Thank you very much and wish you all very happy and prosperous Diwali. Okay? Enjoy yourself. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Bhushan, and same to you.
Thank you,
Thank you.
Bhushan. Wish you
Thank
happy
you.
Diwali.
Thank you. Same to you.